How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video of Football Manager 2018. In this episode we're going to look at the top 10 best teams to start the game with, the most challenging and the easiest as well, in some respects. We're going to start off with Blackpool Football Club. Now Blackpool have had their ups and downs in previous years. So in the more recent past they made it into the Premier League. They were there for one season. The owners wouldn't spend a penny. I think they spent about 20 grand in that year on new players, which is pathetic for a new Premier League team. They had some pretty decent players. They nearly stayed up. Bottom line is they just about went down, and they've been in steady decline ever since. Next up at number 9 is Sevilla, who finished 4th in the Spanish First Division, behind Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Real Madrid. They won the Europa League in 2014, 15 and 16, 3 in a row. They've got a very tight bank balance, however. There's some potential to make some money from the bloated B team. Obviously the job is to attempt to win the league and dethrone Real Madrid and Barcelona. Atletico Madrid are another brilliant team to beat. Might struggle in the first season a little bit due to having only £50,000 a week spare on the on the wage budget rather. But the next season, who knows, we could get a couple of decent signings in and make the most of it. Next up in this top 10 is number 8, Hertha Berlin, based in the capital of Germany, Berlin obviously. They finished 6th in the Bundesliga last season and haven't won the league since 1931, where they won back-to-back titles in 30-31. They've got some decent prospects within the team. You've got, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's Jordan Tor something. Valentino Lazaro and Sinan Kurt, all with potential to become 4.5 to 5-star players. Next on the list is number 7, Inter Milan, who are looking to dominate over the rivals AC Milan and Juventus. There's a little bit of a transfer budget left with £15 million left in the bank and not much room left to play in regards to the wage budget. One of your first jobs will be to fend off the other big European clubs from attempts to sign your star player, namely Icardi. He was a brilliant player, but Inter haven't won Serie A since 2010, so your priorities first and foremost should be to regain that Serie A crown, moving on from that to try and win the Champions League. Now to number 6, it's the French side Nice. They finished 3rd last season behind Monaco and PSG, and the aim is, in a similar way to Sevilla, take the team to Liga 1 glory. You'll start off with a remaining transfer budget of just around 5 million, obviously that can be increased. A problem you won't see with PSG though. With a huge chasm in quality that separates you from the top 2, you'll require several seasons to close the gap, but do you have what it takes? Now at number 5 in the top 10 list, it's Palermo. Palermo have never won a Serie A title, surprisingly, and are currently residing within Serie B, much to the fans' disappointment obviously. At the end of the 2009-2010 campaign though, Palermo finished 5th in Serie A. For several seasons before that, they were one of the best teams in Italy. Now they are a big club, but do come with a big challenge. This is definitely for one of those who like a bigger challenge within the game. Obviously you want to aim at dominating the Italian league. Now at number 4, and closing in on this top 10 countdown, we've got Girona. They were recently purchased by the City Group, owners of Manchester City. They have a few players on loan from City, and you can expect to be thrown some decent players on season-long loans from time to time from the parent club. With City Group ownership comes financial stability. I wouldn't expect £200 million budgets though anytime soon. At least it's cash to be injected where needs be. Can you get them into Europe? Girona have never landed a spot in the top division until now, never mind Europe. And this is an opportunity to make history with this small club based in the Catalonian region of Spain. Talking of Manchester City, they are number 3 in this list. I know a lot of Football Manager fans like to be the club where there's a sugar daddy throwing silly money around, and this is the one for you guys. Manchester City have some of the best players in the world at present, and second to none you've set up. You can expect major transfer budgets similar to those of mega money PSG. Dominating the Premier League shouldn't be a problem here, and the target should be to dominate Europe. At number 2, we've got FC SM. They've not won Liga 1 since 1938 and currently residing in Liga 2. Can you help them to promotion and earn them a respectable standing in the league, maybe even get them into Europe? Or can you do the unthinkable, become a legend among the fans and win that Liga 1 crown? Cash flow will be tight to begin with, but fear not, you've got some great youth prospects in which will be vital in your pursuit. And here we have our number 1 in this top 10, Blackburn Rovers, 3-time winners of the English top division, with their latest triumph in 1995 beating the mighty Manchester United to the top spot. Things have been a bit hit and miss for Blackburn since then, after being relegated in 1999 when Manchester United won their famous treble. A couple of years later, they bounced back after promotion and finished 10th in their first season back, which is quite impressive. In the coming years, the highest league position they managed to achieve was 6th place, before being relegated again in 2012. Since then, they have steadily declined and now unfortunately find themselves in the 3rd tier of English football. Can you take them back where they belong? Can you scout out the next Alan Shearer of your own time? And fire Blackburn back to the Premier League title. This is definitely one for the patient gamer who is in it for the long run, as this may take quite some time. That concludes our top 10 teams to manage on Football Manager 2018. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and do comment below with any suggestions that you may have for upcoming videos, or who you think should have been in our list today. Thanks guys, and see you in the next one.